From the creator of the Common Sense podcast and Hardcore History comes a new podcast set to take the internet by storm. Famous legendary newscaster or infamous old windbag, it's Dan Carlin announces Pokémon battles. The show you're about to see is a battle between a Blastoise and a Raichu. It is part 3 of a 7-part 19-hour series. When they took to the field, Raichu was armed with Quick Attack like Napoleon before him. This is a Pokemon whose fighting style is characterized by swiftness and decisiveness. And though it had crushed the Austro-Hungarians a century before, in this battle it's not very effective. You see, Blastoise had morale on his side before the battle even began, because he issued a decree that said, "You will not defeat me! You will tremble at the sight of impaled Jigglypuffs on my palace! I am Blastoise, King of Kings, you spawn of an Assyrian rat! You are an electric vermin of the steppe! You feed on the refuse of the Khwarezmian Shah! I shall defeat you! I shall boil your owner in his mother's feces!" Now, Raichu is an electric Pokemon fighting a water Pokemon, but that has blinded him with hubris. You see, this battle is taking place on the eastern front of Europe. His owner Ash will march across the bones of the fallen of Stalingrad a century before, and their charred remains will line the road like asphalt. What's more, he has failed to factor in what Russian generals have known for centuries as General Winter. Raichu is used to battling in the Rhineland, where temperatures are relatively moderate. Blastoise is hardened by the Russian winter and fully prepared for Raichu's undisciplined assault. But in the end, none of this matters, because Raichu strikes Blastoise with a thunderbolt that makes Alexander the Great look like a palsy-ridden child, and the entirety of the Spartan army look like girly men who tuck their phalluses between their legs and sit down to urinate. Blastoise faints instantly. You'd think other Pokemon would read the message loud and clear, but this is not enough. You see, Blastoise was owned by Misty, and after defeating Blastoise, Raichu did what conquering armies have been doing for millennia, and claimed her as a spoil of war. Only after impregnating his conquered wife, Raichu carved out the baby and threw it on the floor of Misty's gym, and as an added warning announced, "I am Raichu, Thunderstone Incarnate."